Hello, welcome back to KR Stock Portfolio. In this video I just want to talk through some cool new features that Revolut have released to the app which allow you to analyse your portfolio. What you're seeing on the screen here is 3 new charts that have been made available. So the first one is profit and loss, the second one is performance, and the third one is total value. You can see on the profit and loss, which is a view that shows your total profit and loss over time. You've got this indicators functionality. If you just slide that, that will plot fees, dividends and taxes on the chart. But let's just take a look first of all at the profit and loss chart. So you can see my portfolio is currently $363 up for all time, and we can change that to a year, 6 months, a month, a week, which doesn't look right actually. It looks like there's a mistake on the week chart for whatever reason. The account definitely didn't go over $1,000 down in 1 week, but the day chart shows yesterday that the account reduced $11, but overall I'm up. If we just go back and put those indicators on and go back, you can see you now have indicators. The little blue dots are dividends coming in, and the little pink dots are fees going out of the accounts. That's quite nice. You can obviously change the view. It can be a little bit messy. It was quite nice. So you can look at what's come in over the last month. It doesn't actually give you the name of the stock, just says the amount that's come in. But that's quite nice. So that's a profit and loss. The other nice thing it does is it gives you a breakdown by stock. So you can see AbbVie is my best performing stock, and this actually gives you all of the stocks whether you still hold them or not. So you can see my worst performing stock was actually Virgin Galactic, which I sold at a loss, which is quite a nice lesson, because if I'd held on to it I'd now be in quite a nice profit. But there you go, that's investing. You make mistakes. We can also look at sectors. So healthcare is my best performing sector, technology's there. My worst performing sector is consumer staples. So that's quite nice. So that's the profit and loss chart. If we look at the performance chart, it's very similar, but this time on a percentage basis. And again, you can change. So yesterday's $11 loss represented 0.03, so nothing to worry about there. So that's another nice chart and another nice way to look at it. And finally we have total value, which I quite like. This one has indicator options of top-ups and withdrawals, fees, dividend and taxes. So you can put both those on or have them both off, or just one or the other. So let's just have a look at total value without any indicators. So you can see that's how my portfolio has developed over time. And it's built up to just under $4,000. And what I quite like to look at, if we look at the top-ups and withdrawals, you can see I was very active. If we just hover over one of those, you can see I topped up almost $35 on the 30th of October. So I was very active topping up. I've never made any withdrawals. And since my last top up, you can see there's a nice upward trend with the portfolio growing. If we just go back and put the fees, dividends and taxes on there, that's going to look quite messy. But if you reduce the view, it gets a bit easier to handle. So you can see in the last month the portfolio has grown $190. So I think this is it's probably not how I would have done it. It's a little bit unorthodox, but I think it's kind of nice for a first stab at giving users a bit more analysis. And I do hope Revolut look to improve this further down the line as well, but at least it's a step in the right direction. I hope that's been useful. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and I'll speak to you again in the next video.